This episode of The Reset Button is brought to you by Far Eastern Shore Winery. It's good! Well, we're back. It's that time of the year. My favorite episode to record, Tannen. Our Halloween episode. 2023. You know what I realized the other day? Putting all of our old goddamn seasons on the playlist here on our new YouTube home. Dude, it's been almost 8 fucking years we've been doing this. It's going on.
I feel like it's been going on longer than that.
No, like it. At first, I thought it was like 5 or 6, right? And then I went back. I was like, yeah, it's 8 fucking years.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, well, no, that makes sense. Yeah. Because I guess we started when I was 30.
Here we are. We sound older, tireder, more disgruntled, more complacent. We should just like rename our show "Complacent," the podcast.
Closer to approaching 40. Ugh.
But no, we're not. You know what? Shame on us. We're not acting like it's our favorite episode of the year to do. Happy Halloween, Tannen.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween to you as well, Travis.
I know you just got done carving some pumpkins. Your hands tired. You got in there. You got in that slime and the seeds and the gunk. But is there anything? Because I forgot to ask you our first episode back. Because I really don't anymore. But shame on me for not being a gentleman. Do you have anything you want to plug for yourself this week?
Oh, anything I want to plug for myself? What, as far as like what I'm up to, what I'm doing?
Where people can find you and social media if you want it out there, any of that stuff.
Yeah, well, as always, like I am on Facebook and I'm on Instagram, and on Instagram is still O'Tannen's Bum, just like it used to be on whatever graveyard Twitter is these days. I don't get on Twitter, so I'm not plugging that any longer. But, and if there is any local listeners, which I don't really think we have anybody local, but I am going to play coming up. Starts November 12th. It's called Orphans. You should come check it out. It's going to be at the Potomac Playmakers. You can also visit their little Facebook site for more information.
Exactly. Potomac Playmakers on Facebook. Look forward to it. I think I can finally make this with the wife for sure. We were actually talking about that last night. And I feel like this is the second. It's not, but it feels like the second episode we've done this week. Because you were here the other night when our good buddy TJ from Horrors of Hibiki podcast was in town from the Bayou, Louisiana. He was up visiting, stayed at my house a couple days. Man, we had a good old time. Tannen gave me his poster for his show upcoming and TJ, and he actually autographed TJ's hugs and kisses. chase your dreams. Literally.
Yeah, no, I had a hell of a good night that night. I wish I could have hung out longer. I had to, I got back here around 3 o'clock in the morning and had to be up at work, at 9 to work a 12-hour shift. So, yeah, I got through it. But man, by the time it was all done, I got back here and, phew.
But yeah, man, it was awesome to hang out with you and TJ. Just awesome to have TJ up here with also Mike from Slam Pigs. We recorded a brand new Slam Pigs and Horrors of Hibiki this weekend. Everything's coming back this week. The Horrors of Hibiki YouTube channel is actually up. It went up today. Slam Pigs is coming either tomorrow or the day after. But look for all that stuff coming this week. A smorgasbord in time for spooky season, Tannen. And this may be maybe. And all the time we've done this, our fucking gimmick. What you been playing? This may be count on one hand times what you've been playing this week. We actually did together. We played our asses off in some Smash the other night. It's the first
Hell
time,
yeah.
dude. It's the first time we got down in Smash like that in forever, like with the tournament round rules and shit. It was a good time. And I know the Smash community is fucking creepy, and there's a lot of sex pests in it. I don't associate with that shit, but I will say, Smash is the quintessential. It's like riding a bike game for me. It's just Smash, and it's always
Yeah.
that game when you got a buddy over, and it's in there. Probably a lifelong go to now at this point when I have company. It's got to be a Smash Brothers, a cart, obviously. You could even I'll even throw a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat's in there, Tannen. Maybe wrestling games because people are judgy. If you bring up wrestling, there's no real gray area. It's either if that's redneck anime or I like wrestling. There's no in between. Um, yeah, man,
I
it was
like I
fucking
think that
fun. It was really fun, and you're just as much of a dick in Smash as you used to be.
no, I think I've gotten better now. Since I do work with teenagers, you know, the one kid, I mean, he plays Smash obsessively, and so I had to up my game because he was whooping my ass and then bragging about it. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some 19-year-old get over on me. So
Yeah. F yeah.
had like a training montage going on there for a while. Like,
It was one of those situations too, where because TJ played with us, and it's one of those you got to teach somebody from scratch on the fly. And shout out to him, he picked it up pretty fast.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
do you remember that key moment when I smashed it out off the screen with the Mr. Game and Watch left B move special
hmm
hammer? I actually the next time I played Smash, like the next day after you left and stuff, I actually got like a badge and like a cutscene for doing that. So Easter egg.
Oh,
I guess the
nice.
first time I've ever got it. So thanks. Um, I know what you've been playing too because you've been talking my ear off about it. I do want to get it. It's just like I was telling you, where a message about Red Dead and Undead Nightmare for Switch. That's a game that trust me, I fucking love it. But I've literally played through it 3 times plus New Game Plus like each time too. So it's kind of like a road well traveled. Do I need to go down it again? Plus I don't know. I'm
See,
glad you're loving it though. I mean, it's cool that it seems like from all accounts it runs really fucking awesome on Switch.
it does. It does. Amazingly so. And even the original game too. Both of them run great. Some people uh, there's so many people out there that just shit on the Switch, and I don't understand it. Like what their problem is with it. Um, like the whole console wars thing to me, it's just I feel like it's a dead beaten horse at this point. Like,
Yeah.
you have what you own, you enjoy what you got. Don't shit on somebody because they might even have a preference, but quite frankly, that's what's held me back from even getting a PS5 or an Xbox One X because um I just I the Switch allows me more time to play, with being on the go. So it just having a handheld is really handy for me now. The
We
older and busier that I get.
You and I have fast become a exclusive Switch podcast because I had some issues going on with my PSN account right now. I'm actually locked out, so I got to go through a bunch of fucking hoops, which I know entails being with customer service for like an hour and a half, and I'm just putting it off because I'm, whatever. But that's all I got right now is my Switch too, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't exactly neglect it, but it always took a backseat to my PS4. But I think as far as Switch owners, just be smart enough to know what you can run on the Switch before you purchase something. I think trial and
Yeah,
error only gets you so far. Eventually, you just got to see some shit they're trying to port where you're going to be like, "There's no fucking way that's going to be good on the Switch." So just be
and then
smart and weary
it,
and
yeah, and then it turns out though that like there's ports that are awesome. I just I downloaded because they were on sale, both Doom 3 and Doom 64, and they run great. What I did forget about Doom 3 was its exhaustingly long fucking intro. Doom 1
right,
and 2, you were thrown right into the wolves. Like there was no like to go through a stupid intro, and it's an unskippable intro too. you actually have to go through this bullshit, and it's just like, dude, I just want to fucking play this so bad.
I have one, two, and 64 on my Switch. The cool thing about one and two is that they have like all the old school mods, the classic mods for it. You can download for
Oh, that's
free.
cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think
Yeah.
Doom 64 is fantastic on the Switch.
Oh, it definitely runs great. Um, I have yet to play it using my yeah. I did get my hands on an N64 official Nintendo controller, um, which quite frankly, it makes having the N64 games available. That's just it's the best way to go about it. If you don't have that controller, it fucking sucks. Trying to
Yeah,
play Star Fox and shit like handheld. I get so frustrated. I can't play it. But yeah, you were talking about ports though. One particular port too, and I know I was complaining about this last week when I was over. I did get the Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol package
yes,
as well, and it's like I was telling you, of all the things, game runs great, game's fucking awesome, but for whatever reason, it's like they flipped the weapon selection and accessories selection buttons. And so, like, for what I'm used to, like, hitting X to actually use my I can't remember how, but it's just complicated as fuck. They flip things around on that side. You can't change the controls, which pisses me off. And another thing too that I was disappointed in was, usually when you get one of these package deals, you'll get like both versions. So you'll have the SNES version, but then you can, you have access to the Genesis version as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And these are just strictly the SNES versions of the games, which
Lazy.
yeah, yeah, I just found that disappointing. I mean, really, the only difference in those games, with Genesis versus the SNES, it was just the way the soundtrack sounded and special effects and stuff.
To be fair,
But
you're stuck with the better version, I guess, by
yeah,
far.
yeah, oh god, yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely
Imagine
as
like if you got Turtles Collection and they only stuck you with Hyperstone Heist and left out Turtles in Time. That would be fucking bullshit.
oh my god,
Because it's just a
that
watered
was
down Turtles in Time
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, it's a watered down Turtles in Time with some like Turtles 3 levels
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
mix.
exactly.
And I'm not saying Hyperstone Heist is a shitty game whatsoever. It's a great game,
For
but
what it is, but it's like
yeah.
I feel you were like me and you played Time before Heist, right?
Oh God,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so we always even compared it to that as kids because just it's dependent on if you the order you played those in.
yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't even play Hyperstone Heist. Shit, I didn't even know it existed until well into adulthood. And I had wanted to play it really bad. And I had a Genesis. I still have it packed away somewhere, but I went out looking for it, and when I did finally find it, I mean, it was so god awful expensive that I was just like, nah, this just won't be worth it.
That is fucking lame
Um,
about Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and I'm really sad for you because you've talked about it for years. You and your sister back in the day as kids just beating it 99
playing, yeah,
fucking levels.
playing the shit out of it. And no, it wasn't even me and my sister. It was me and someone else that actually ended up ultimately beating it. But me and my sister, though, still spent a summer getting all those passwords and shit.
Yeah.
Um, and it was I was a hell of a summer though. Just every day, she and I were sitting there just spending hours on it.
Would
And
you say what they did to it, the changes? Would you say it's game breaking, and would you recommend it, or would you say stay away?
no, I still would recommend it, but it just takes some fucking getting used to, and it's just frustrating. It's like why can't I change the damn control scheme? I should be allowed to do that, but it doesn't let you.
Yeah.
Which I just think that's just bullshit. Um,
Just because it's us and we do this, let's round it back real quick because I want to get your thoughts on what you played so far in the Switch version of Undead Nightmare and Red Dead Redemption. We just kind of went off to the races. It's all good.
oh yeah,
Like frame rate rise. What are you looking at here?
I think it's fine. It's just like playing it on a PS3. It's no different. I'm not seeing any kind of a difference. I haven't ran into any bugs. yet. And I mean, I've put hours into each one. Um, I don't see any difference really. Uh, handheld mode, obviously docked it looks better, but that's because it's on your TV.
Right.
Handheld mode still plays just as fine, and it's all right. I will say, using the Pro controller is definitely more fluent than using the cons, but that's to be expected, I think, especially with a game like this. But yeah, other than that, yeah, frame rate wise, it's fine. It's not like they changed really anything. I mean, there's no online, and people have been raising a stink about that. But I mean, to our listeners, I have no idea because I haven't played Red Dead in years. I haven't hooked up my PS3, and I know that you could still play it on whatever, like Game Pass and shit like that. Um, but well, I guess you can't now. I'm pretty sure they took it off there. Never mind. You have to get the updated version. But yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure they shut down the online servers for the first game anyway. And people were bitching that, well, there's no online. Well, if there's no server, like Rockstar obviously is just like, we're not paying the money to keep that up.
Yeah.
Even though they definitely could afford it, but you only have a handful of users using it. They're not going to keep it alive. But I could be wrong. Maybe there is still an online community with the first game, but everybody then went to the second game, and now that game is becoming like a abandoned playground. Um, just because Rockstar really screwed the pooch on doing cool shit with what they could have. They just still focused on GTA 5. So
There
that's what it
all
is.
these Halloween updates they just added for 5, and Liberty City Stories for the GTA collection is about to come out as an update for GTA Plus members.
Really?
Yeah,
I
which is
didn't know that.
that is actually enticing because I'm not a
Yeah.
Plus member for 5 at all. Like I was on a 5 binge like 2 months ago. It happens. I feel like it's Minecraft for me. It comes out of nowhere some years.
Yeah, yeah. Same here. Same here. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I just want to pop this in and play it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I didn't know that about Liberty City Stories. That's pretty fucking cool. It makes me wonder though, like, why don't they go ahead and like why don't they put the PSP games, and make it just available so I can play them on the Switch and stuff. I mean, yeah, the GTA collection was a fucking nightmare, and I got that at launch, and I mean, God, San Andreas was just unfucking playable. Um,
I think I got a little bit after you did, and they'd patched some things. A lot of things were still bad in 3, but San
yeah,
Andreas seemed pretty decent when I didn't play it a lot, but it seemed
you got it.
playable.
See, you got it there for the PS4. I got it for the Switch, and the Switch version was just, oof. Oh man, that was really bad. Now I haven't played it since any of the patches. Like I ended up putting it down. But the biggest disappointment too, my biggest fucking disappointment with that was them changing the soundtrack around and
Yeah,
just dropping songs, especially for Vice City.
yeah.
Because that soundtrack was part of what made that game so fucking good and so 80s, which is what the game is.
Mm. Yeah, it's that sucked that happened. I
Yeah.
I haven't really gone back either, and like since I got it, and that was like almost 2 years ago now when that collection
Oof.
came out. What I've been playing, not a lot because obviously I've been super fucking busy, but I have fit a lot of time and found time for since I'm only stuck with my Switch. I shouldn't say stuck with the Switch. That's an insult to the Switch. And you checked it out a little bit, but I think I like went in like balls first with it because I've just been having so much fun with F-Zero 99.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing that on and off too. And it's addictive.
It really
You
is.
know,
For anyone that refuses to spend $60 on Mario Kart 8 like me still, fucking still, Nintendo, come on. This is
but now
this is
but
fun.
all the tracks and stuff though, come on. They're still adding that. They're still milking that cow. They're doing a great
Yeah,
job at it.
they are. They are. Just
But
make
yeah, yeah.
make it 40. Fuck.
99 is fucking great. Yeah, but I will say I finally did get on Mario Kart and was playing. You know, they just released that new pack,
Yeah.
and
The last one ever,
yeah,
right? I think.
no. There's one more.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Which
Okay.
I thought they were going to release that closer to the Christmas season, but from what I heard, it's going to be released in January. And I see how they're playing their cards here. They're going to fucking try to sell that game as much and as long as they can. And also the fact that, you know, if you are a Nintendo Online member and you got the upgrade, which I have, um, that also sells it. Those packs sell it. You know, they haven't done anything from what I've seen to Animal Crossing, but they haven't. For all I know, my Animal Crossing island, other than you know they did the vacation thing or whatever, but I haven't gone into Animal Crossing in so long. For all I know, my island's on fire and people are starving and killing each other.
Oh, speaking of Mario Kart, just about collected every one of the Hot Wheels Mario Kart character car figures there
Nice.
are, and the track. So yeah,
Yeah, I did
somehow
see. I saw that photo. Um, yeah, that's awesome. Are you gonna get them out of the packaging and
probably
use the
not.
track?
They're wall
Okay.
candy. They're candy for my wall to look cool and the aesthetic I'm going for here. The track was actually a
I
gift
gotcha.
from my buddy TJ. So
Right on.
appreciate it, TJ. F-Zero 99 though, for anyone not in the know, it's a free game. Just download it if you have Nintendo Online. It's like, you know, the vein of Tetris 99 and Super Mario 35. Hopefully it doesn't fucking go away ever like Super Mario 35. But Tetris 99 is still going strong. There's like this new update tournament thing coming out for that in like a week or something. But F-Zero 99, it even made me go back in the SNES section on Switch and like see how close it was to the original on the controls. They made them better. They fucking, like, they literally made them better without really tampering with the sprite sizes or track, you know, angles really at all. Like, so shout out to them. They even added some awesome new features. That spin attack move that will later be in other F-Zero games, they added it to that. Just different things of strategy. It's as insane as it sounds with 99 other racers. But F
Mm.
Zero is a top five SNES game for me as a kid, just because of
Oh God,
nostalgia.
yeah.
Just, you know, renting it. Oh, I never owned it, but I rented it
Same,
all
same.
the
I only ever rented it. I didn't even have any friends that I recall that owned it.
yeah.
Which is odd. But yeah, I would rent that game. That was a if there was a game that I couldn't find that I wanted to rent, that would be my go-to backup game
One, two,
for a
three,
very
ten,
long
and who's your
time.
guy? I'm Wild Goose for life.
I'm a Captain Falcon guy myself, but you know,
Mine was always because it just green's my favorite color, so Wild Goose.
I gotcha.
His stats are all right. Um, you know what? Is anyone else? I don't even care if you emulate it. I don't give a shit. Do what you got to do. Go back and check out the F-Zero game for 64. It'll blow your fucking mind how fast
Yeah.
that frame rate is and how well it holds up still. It's really good.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my Switch is right here, like next to me. I'm pretty sure that's part of the
Yeah, it's on there, I
N64.
think.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Also, though, just to segue into something else here, point out something. As a fan of this franchise, I'm very excited for Halloween in a way. Silent Hill Ascension is going to be making its premiere. This is interesting with what they're doing. I think it's just more of an interactive movie, and you watch it live. It's a mobile game, but you vote along with the other viewers on where the plot's going to go, and you might get pissed at everybody else. Like, why is everybody making this shitty, stupid decision? But I think this is a cool experimental thing that they're doing. Um, yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it's free. I don't see a price on the Google Play. Um, so yeah, it's premieres 9 p.m. Eastern time, Halloween night, and I mean Halloween is on a Tuesday, so
No,
it's not like there's
is it a
much.
temporary app? Like when the season's over, does it just go away, or is it?
I don't know what the story is with that. It doesn't say anything on here about it. But I'm just interested to see how this goes. I mean, shit, it's Silent Hill, so I'm not gonna bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why would I complain? Um, we were talking about too how I was, I haven't upgraded my systems, to get a PS5, but that's another thing I'm excited about. Silent Hill 2 remake. I want to play the Dead Space remaster really bad. Um, so yeah, there is stuff that's on these systems that I don't have that I would love to earn them for, but it's like I'm just sitting back and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you know, whenever the price finally drops because the new shit comes out, which God knows it might not drop that much. I'm pretty sure PS4s are still going pretty fucking expensive. Um,
Depends where
but
you're
when they,
looking.
I mean, I suppose, uh,
And who's honest? And yeah, it's the Wild West right now with that shit.
um,
Speaking of remakes, I messaged you about this the other day. Why the and
hmm,
I know they're going to milk the nostalgia. I know it's money and it's Disney. Gargoyles sucked. That game fucking sucks. Let's remake it.
yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, the series was awesome. I loved that cartoon series, but I don't see. I think that's just Disney trying to just again milk something on their nostalgia. They re-released Aladdin and all those games, which those are good fucking games though. But Gargoyles was just flat out terrible.
Now, like there's like a line of gargoyles, deluxe gargoyles figures out right now that actually like they come with a custom fire escape if you end up collecting them all, and you can mount it to your wall, which is actually really fucking cool for anyone that wants to look that up. But yeah, like I mean, you were into it. Like I was telling you the other day, like there was just one of those cartoons like I always meant to get into, but it just kind of maybe it was fucking canceled by the time I went to get into it or something. I don't remember Gargoyles lasting a long time.
Um, it I feel like it really didn't. The reason that I got into it was I can't remember what Disney VHS that I earned had this really epic trailer for it, which is why I was like, oh shit. Like, well, there was also a straight to VHS movie, and then the cartoon came out, and I saw the movie, and that just it became part of my like Saturday morning, you know, cartoon. But I mean, I say I was really into it. I probably watched just like the first season, I think, and then after that, like, just yeah, I'm pretty sure that was around the time too that catching and deliberately watching, taking my mornings to watch Saturday cartoons like was on its way out because I was starting to get older and went to sleep until noon on my fucking Saturdays and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the show was fantastic.
I need
Good.
to really just go back and check out some episodes on Disney Plus.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, quality wise, I would put it up there with Batman the animated series.
So
Um,
I guess you don't see yourself picking up the Gargoyles video game remake.
no, I mean, I don't know. Maybe if it comes out with rave reviews and they're like, oh my god, like, but no, that game did suck. I rented that was a rental as a kid that I was just thoroughly disappointed
I guess it counts as like Halloween esque and a Halloween esque game to talk about too. This one
Yeah,
is not, but we got to talk about it before we get to the latter part of the show. Super Mario Wonder looks fucking great, and I really want to get it.
yeah. I mean, I've heard great things about it. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, there was one scene that I watched recently. Somebody was like covering gameplay, and it was just really cool. Like, as you're running through the levels, the piranha plants are coming up, and they're all singing this like song.
Yeah.
uh, I just it blew my mind. Like I was like, this is pretty fucking awesome.
My only fear, and I already know out of the gate, like there's like a billion characters you can pick, but two of the characters are kind of like the white Tanuki suit of this game, where you can't take damage. So they're like the Yoshis, you're invincible to damage, and another one, fuck, maybe it's a cat, I can't remember. That's fine because you want to introduce younger gamers to gaming. You want them to do what their big brothers do, and that's how you get the next gen into gaming. Play with their siblings 9 times out of 10. My only fear with this game is that it doesn't rely on gimmicks so much as that it makes it an easy fucking Mario game where it feels like a Kirby game or like a baby Mario game. I hope it's challenging. I hope it's from everyone that I've talked to that's played it, they're giving me the whole it feels like a different level every time you play the level, and that's great. So if that's a taste of what we're seeing here, I can't wait. This, to be honest, this hit me out of left field when this was first announced. I didn't see this game coming.
Yeah, no, well, I feel like it was they didn't. It's not like they. It's like they surprised us with it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was like 3 months ago. They were like, Super Mario Wonder will be out. Like well, really?
Hey, motherfucker, elephant.
And I mean, same goes for RPG remake too. I mean, that's coming up.
Yeah.
And that is one that I am going to get at launch. I'm going to spend the money on it. That or else I'm asking for it for hint, hint. Not you, but about my girlfriend.
Another. Can I hint my wife? PS5. Hint. Here's hoping. I just took a pebble and I like skipped it across the pond. You guys just can't see me. I've taken the mic and I've walked down to a pond. It's fucking cold. Tannen, one last thing. I don't hate the games. For me, they're all the fucking same. Spider-Man 2 came out this week, and all my buddies are playing it. Shout out to our buddy Rob, who did our logo. He's already beaten it. That's because he's a madman. He's insane. But
I actually heard people are complaining that it's too short.
I think he said, Rob was telling me that you get about, if you do all the side shit, about 20 to 30 hours. If you just streamline it, 10 hours.
That's short as fuck.
And Miles Morales was even fucking less than that.
Yeah, but Miles Morales, I felt like it was just like, I don't know. Like, you remember that Uncharted game that they put out?
Yeah, the side game with the ladies.
Yeah, the side game. I feel like they were treating Miles Morales like that when that came out. Right. But yeah, because the first Spider-Man, was long as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at least 40 hours. I feel like, but
are the developers now learning that dads buy these games who grew up loving Spider-Man and these games on PS2 and shit. Dads buy them, they beat them real quick, and they sit them down, and then it becomes a babysitter for the little kids, because little kids then just fuck around the city as Spider-Man. There's nothing to do. But of course, to a little kid, being Spider-Man like that with the graphics is probably fucking awesome. So unintentionally, it turns into kind of a babysitter anyway.
It probably is a marketing play, I believe.
I never paid for the first Spider-Man game. It was like free on PSN. I would probably never pay for this either. But I'm glad for like all you guys that are loving it. You guys get so hyped when Spider-Man games come out. My favorite one, Tannen, besides the obvious like Spider-Man 2 on GameCube, I loved Ultimate Spider-Man on GameCube, the cell shaded one. That one never gets enough fucking love. It was so good.
Wait, which one? I'm sorry. Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation?
No, I say that one's the one that people usually, nostalgic about. But for me, the cell-shaded one on GameCube, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate. No, Ultimate was fucking great.
It never gets enough love, ever.
I know, it definitely doesn't. And that was the thing, too. I remember when I played that one. My brother-in-law had bought it. And at first, I was like, shell-shaded. Like, this is gonna suck. And then suddenly, it was so great. Like some of the shit that you ran into, like even some of the weird little shit, like when you run into the Human Torch and you have to like race him, and then at one point like when you're playing as Venom, you have to fight Wolverine. That's like the first thing you do as Venom is fight Wolverine.
Yeah.
And the story was just badass.
Really was.
I'm just like kind of strolling through, just looking at stuff here. I did see, I guess, another Assassin's Creed came out this week.
I just had deja vu for the billionth time with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, because how many of these are they going to make?
Which one were you just like, all right, I'm done? They're fine, but that's enough. Because for me, I think it was Odyssey. Not Odyssey, Origins, the one where you're in Egypt.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I have Odyssey, and it's just sitting there, like,
You got it for
collecting
free
dust.
on PSN, right? Probably.
No. I got it from the pawn shop for like $5.
Oh.
And it's great, too. It came with the guy that sold the game to us. He didn't have the original case. So I, like, drew a really cheap, crappy, like, cover art for it. Like, it's like stick figures, and there's, like, a pyramid in the background. And,
You got to find a picture of it.
at one point, oh yeah, I do. I need to send that to you. At one point, some dude did buy it. He actually bought a lot of the games that I had made this shitty cover art for, just because he thought it was hilarious. And this is just me bored at work, you know. And
We should make this a thing. You should bring this back, like whatever our game of the week is. Make shitty cover art for it and throw it up on the app.
dude, yeah, more than happy to. I would even have like the game's rating on it, like, and then like on the back why it was rated that way.
Nudity, sexual themes, violence.
Um,
I did not
yeah,
see that coming. That's great.
anyway, though, yeah, I didn't even know about this game, Assassin's Creed Ascension.
What's the gimmick? What are you in this one? An Eskimo?
You're Basim, a cunning street thief with nightmarish visions, seeking answers and justice. But it doesn't seem to...
Never get fucking Eskimos. I've wanted Eskimos for my Assassin's Creed character for fucking years.
Well,
Never
remember, at one point they were talking about making one where it took place in World War One. This takes place during the Golden Age of Baghdad. So we're back in the Middle East again.
Like 91?
It's a modern take. Okay, they're saying here it's a modern take on the features and gameplay that have defined the franchise for 15 years.
Well, we'll never play it, but I mean...
Yeah. You know, if I do, it'll probably just be like, oh, this game's $1.
And it's weird because, dude, when they were coming out on 360, the spin-offs for 2, Revelations and the other one, I had them both. They were on the shorter side, but I was eating up all that shit. I was digging it.
Oh my god, yeah. Dude, that whole Ezio trilogy
so good.
Was amazing.
Yeah, the best.
And then and then 3 came out. 3 was interesting. I found that storyline interesting, just with the whole American Revolution shit. But then after that, it's just like they just kept plopping shit. I mean, you know, that one that took place during the French Revolution was just broken.
There are literally only 2 games in the past 15 years I've 100%ed, and that's Arkham Asylum and Assassin's Creed 2. 100%ed everything.
Nice.
To this day. Our game of the week, it feels like ancient history at this point. Did you actually get a chance to play Pink Panther for Super Nintendo? It's okay if you didn't, because I got a backup plan.
Wait. Yeah, no, I did. I did play that. Yes. Sorry, it's just because I feel like we skipped a week, and it was very short for me.
I cannot wait to do this right now because I'm so sick of thinking and talking about this miserable piece of shit fucking game that I played. This is one of those cases for me, because you guys saw it here on the channel, cheap plug. What the fuck was I thinking as a kid? Because I remember I really loved this game as a kid.
The thing is, when you first picked it out, said, oh man, this is going to be a great fucking game, blah, blah, blah. Like, I love this game. And then I played it, and I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? This game fucking sucks. God, you know, like, how to find, like, the specific doors to go into these places. And, you know, like, if you're going to make a game that takes place in a movie studio, make it like fucking Animaniacs. That was a good game.
Yeah.
This game blows.
If I'm in an overworld section, that's fucking fine, but at least give me a hint that I'm in an overworld section and not an actual fucking level. You know, that's what Chakan the Forever Man suffers from. The game is actually Pink Goes to Hollywood for Super Nintendo, guys. The main sprite of Pink Panther is really well done. All of his animations are graphically, that's good. Everything else looks like Data East characters are melting. It's terrible. It looks like it was done in 2 fucking minutes. It's not good. I mean, I guess the detective guy, his enemy in the cartoon, that's like in all the levels is like the main bad guys. That he's okay because it's not like the Pink Panther fucking cartoon had amazing animation anyway. And speaking of the game, what was I thinking as a kid? The cartoon was much better when I was a kid too, because for me it hasn't aged well at all. I don't really like Pink Panther anymore like I did. You know, I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I definitely had much more fun playing Blues Brothers than this.
Yeah,
This
Blues Brothers was a lot better. You know, like I picked Blues Brothers thinking it was gonna suck. That wasn't a bad platformer.
yeah.
You ended up actually picking the shitty game this time.
The music, there's one good song, and that's the Robin Hood theme song. That's because it's kind of a medieval take on the Pink Panther theme. But other than that, it's either unforgettable or just the Pink Panther theme over and over and fucking over.
Yeah.
The hit detection is, the movement's slippery. The hit detection is wonky as shit. Your attack is perfume. And c'est la vie. I mean, need I say more? Don't play it. Out of 10, I give it a fucking 2. The 2 is just for that one song, and I will say again, the sprite of the Pink Panther was really well done. It just deserved a better game to fucking showcase itself in. Now, my idea for a Halloween episode, Tannen, since we didn't, because we had TJ over, we just kind of just hung out and shit. We didn't really, buckle down and record anything, which is fine. I want to review a game that you and I have played. It's Halloween themed. It's legendary. And I can't believe it's something we never talked about. And I feel like we should do it since we're going big here on a brand new home on YouTube. We should review a game that actually scared me as a kid when I would hear his music when he was coming out and you found him or he found you. Friday the 13th for NES, Tannen. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. All right. That game sort of frustrates me sometimes, but I'll do it. I'll do it.
I can't believe you've gone back and actually tried to play it again. Shout out to you because I refuse.
Well, don't come at me, Nintendo here, but I got my NES Mini, and when I hacked it, that was one game that I definitely took the time to put on there.
What? And not to rip off Rolf, but literally, what the fuck were they thinking? The main problem with this game is the map system. There's tons of problems, but that's got to be the main one. It makes
the map system is definitely the most frustrating. And if the map system wasn't broken, that game would actually be easy, in my opinion.
If they would also fix the attack too, how it arches, like the rock you throw, it always misses your enemy. Tweak that and the map system. Yeah, I mean, it would be an okay game. I don't know if it would be great. This is a game that also I only rented as a kid. The box cover of this game scared me, for fuck's sake.
Oh God, yeah. Everything about it was scary.
You remember those games? You're like a kid, and you put the game in slowly, and as soon as you push down, you take your hand off real fast. And guys, by the way, fuck you guys. We were like 5. I'm talking about when we're really little.
But
okay.
Then you go to turn it on, and the screen's doing its black and blue flashy thing. You kind of then are so afraid of it anymore. You just get more pissed off because you got to blow into it, and then you put it back in.
Well, you knew my grandfather when he was still with us, and you knew he had that dry, old school sense of humor. So I vividly remember playing this game, scared enough as it is, in the living room, and he would fuck with me and turn the light off and on real fast, and I would scream like a banshee, just stop, and I think it's fucking great. Even though the modern Friday 13th game, I liked it. Even though all the bullshit legally that went on with it and it fell on its ass and it's essentially dead. Even though people do still play it, I love that this color scheme that was a fucked up color scheme for Jason has carried on.
Purple suit.
You can. There's also this deluxe figure you can buy with him in these colors. I love that about it. I feel like if I ask you this and you say yes, you're lying. But if you really, really did only say yes, have you ever beaten this game?
No.
Same. Can it be done without game genies and shit?
I don't know. I have no idea. But would be it just that game's up there with, and I never owned that game. I didn't own that game. That was a rental for me. But I do still feel like that game's up there with like the first Turtles game on NES. I have never beaten that without fucking cheating. It's just impossible. Especially the Technodrome level. Have you ever played the fucking Technodrome level?
Yes. I
Oh my
just did
God.
it like almost a year ago in the Turtles collection because I was like, all right, I'm a grown ass man now. I'm almost 40. It's time to do this, right?
Yeah, but
Same
you still
fucking
like
spot when I was 8. Same fucking spot.
um did you do it without cheating?
I didn't beat it. Is what I'm saying. The
Oh, okay.
Technodrome. So I'm saying same fucking spot when I was a kid
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Technodrome. It
It
gets
just
me.
that you get so excited because you finally got that far. You finally made it to where like the water levels like nothing. It's easy.
Yeah.
Like, and then you finally get to the Technodrome, and they just throw it's relentless, absolutely relentless.
Jesus, man. Usually I struggle with the part where you're just fucking entering the goddamn Technodrome. That
Yeah,
gets me. And I do want to say this. People think I'm a cock or whatever. I don't really care. The water levels in Turtles, if you really do trial and error and you understand the physics on your movement, they're not as hard as people say they are.
yeah, and
Just
and
like
it,
some
and
things in
also you
Battletoads.
know where to go. When
Yeah.
you know where to go, time is not you're not nervous. Yeah, you just gotta relax and just go through it.
Just relax, guys. Don't give up. You can master those water levels. Trust me. Trust Tannen. But Friday the 13th, I don't think anyone should even bother attempting to master. There's a reason it's one of the Angry Video Game Nerd's first games he ever reviewed. It's a reason it's gone down so many lists as one of the worst games of all time. Oh, what could have been for this game. As far as the movies, I mean, for me, my favorite's 4. The best has got to be 4 with little Corey Feldman taking the
Mm.
mantle. 2's really good. 1, you got to watch it for the origin, but let's be honest, pacing is shit.
Yeah,
It's
but
shit.
one was still come on. We got Kevin Bacon,
Yeah.
and also the twist. One, what it was the twist to that one. Like I didn't. You don't see that coming. Did you know it was gonna be his mom?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
If they don't
You
know by
know,
now, I mean,
yeah. I just like how could you yeah. That one was all plot.
the
That's why
way
when 2 came around, though, it was like, no, let's just make Jason like a fucking like unstoppable killing machine.
he went from literally like Fish Boy to just goddamn Thanos. Fucking.
Yeah, like, fucking some kind of like roid rage and dude living in a shack.
I just pictured Dwight Schrute as Fish Boy in House of a Thousand Corpses when I said that. I haven't seen that movie forever. I don't. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I don't remember if I liked it or not, to be honest. And it's a zombie movie, so I was probably just meh. You know,
Wait, which movie?
House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
if I
Oh,
liked it or
wait,
not.
wait. No, yeah, I thought we were on the same page. Then you said zombie movie, but then I got thrown off. Like, wait, what? Like, as in, I thought you meant literal zombie movie, not literal zombie movie.
Have you
uh,
played real quick? Because I want to throw as many Halloween things as I can. Because I'm trying to milk it. Have you played the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game?
Not yet. I want to really bad. It looks fucking great.
I have not either, and I'm sure you've seen the trailer for Killer Clowns coming out.
Yes, of course I saw that one. That one, I mean, let's take the concept of destroy all humans. We'll make you killer clowns,
But on the other hand, if that's the concept, sign me the fuck up because I love that game. Destroy all humans. So
Yeah.
um, speaking of Killer Clowns, I went to Spirit Halloween because that's what you fucking do. When you're middle aged this time of year, saw this awesome, and it wasn't even. It's no bigger than like one of the wrestling figures I have in my ring that you've seen or whatever. This Killer Clowns set of 2 of the clowns. I almost fucking bought it until I saw they were selling it for $80 fucking dollars. I have no
What
clue.
the fuck?
And this not doesn't stop there with Spirit. This year seems worse than ever too. I have no clue how this place thrives for A, only coming around once a year, and B, as much as they charge for fucking everything. Because dumb motherfuckers are stupid enough to keep buying. I saw a Gambit costume that was amazing, and it was like $100. And you just make this shit realistically, but we're busy people. Humans are
Yeah.
busy, so you do what you got to do. It just sucks. The shit's so expensive.
I had a steampunk cart. I was like a steampunk costume last year,
Yeah.
but I went there and it didn't. I think I ended up spending more around 50, but I had to like, I bought the pieces separately, like the top hat, the goggles, the vest. That's really all I needed from that. The vest came with these like fingerless gloves, so that was convenient. But uh, the rest of everything I owned. But yeah, even with that, the top hat's really fucking cool. It is a cool top hat. I'll give it that.
Nice.
And I did decide if I'm gonna go out this weekend, I'll just redress up in that. That's what I'll wear.
My wife,
You know?
my wife and I totally went to Gabe's this year, and we, I think I said it on our last episode. Yeah, I did. We've been binging Sister Wives. Well, that hasn't stopped. That's only escalated, and now TJ is
Dude.
all into Sister Wives. So, but our costumes were. I don't know anyone familiar with it. It's the last I'll talk about Sister Wives on the podcast. I promise you. Cody Brown, the main husband. He's a fucking toolbox. But if you know what he looks like, he always wears like denim on denim. So I got a denim shirt and I shagged my hair like Cody Brown. And the women, his wives, they love to layer like white fucking capri sleeve shirts under like little spaghetti string tank tops. So
Mhm.
and with gaudy like necklaces. So my wife bought all that, and her ensemble is amazing. So we're Cody and one of his wives for Halloween.
That's
We're
hilarious.
polygamists for Halloween.
Yeah, well, that's what Sister Wives is all about. So,
You notice how I went ... for Halloween? I wanted to just leave them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um. Happy Halloween, man. That's really all I got. As always, always a
yeah.
blast doing this with
Happy
you.
Halloween to you too. Hey, I do want to point out too this week, and if I had a few again, this is reason number I don't know how many now to get a newer system. Alan Wake 2 is coming out later
Nice.
this week. So I loved the first one. That's another remaster I got for the Switch, and I will say on the Switch it's terrible. Um, but it is a sequel that I've looked forward to now for 13 years. I can't believe it's been 13 years since
That's crazy. Oh my god.
well, it came out around the same time as the first Red Dead Redemption.
Dude, I'm telling you, shit's flying by. When TJ and I recorded Horrors of Hibiki the other night, our movie was See No Evil, the horror movie with Kane. This shit came out in '06. I didn't think it was that long. God damn. Where's time going?
Mm, it's going.
We
It's going.
we
What?
we started the episode middle aged complacent, and we're ending at middle aged complacent.
Yep.
Time to bow.
Oh boy.
Well,
Yeah, I'm out of.
hopefully you pick up Alan Wake 2 and next episode you can talk about it.
No, I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
it's one
yeah.
of
It's
those.
it's it's the yeah. There's no. They didn't make a version that would still probably run, but the load times would be, you know, how fucking Callisto Protocol was. Love that fucking game, but man, on the PS4, that load time, it's like I don't want to die for the fact that I have to sit there for like 5 minutes and wait for myself to like, respawn and shit. Like
Yeah.
that's the only reason you upgrade, with Callisto Protocol because it's that fucking load time.
Well, maybe one of us will be irresponsible enough to buy Super Mario Wonder by next episode, this close to one of our wedding anniversaries and the holidays. So maybe one of us can be irresponsible enough to talk about buying that and our thoughts on it next episode. Man, we really appreciate you guys, the views and stuff from last episode and the subscriber count, with basically not promoting this anywhere except Instagram, with me not having Twitter anymore, and just shows you guys showing the love, man, and then you guys are loyal. We love you guys. One more time, hit the subscribe button right down here on YouTube, right here, the reset button. Podcast. Talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, man.
Let's do that for the next episode. That would be our April Fool's episode. We'll just talk about fish.
One more treat, though. It is your turn. We go all the way. We can go from NES through PS1. What is our game of the week next week going to be? Because it's your little pick.
Well, no, I thought you wanted to do Friday the 13th.
We just reviewed it.
Oh yeah, we did. Never mind. Never
That's
mind.
why I did, because I was like, let me think of a Halloween game that we played a billion times in
That
our childhood.
that we both played.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's stick to the whole movie studio aesthetic since yours sucks. I want to pick a good one, and I did kind of bring it up.
Yep.
I say we play Animaniacs.
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. Here we come. My God. I know our buddy Lucas Hackett fucking loves Animaniacs, so he's probably going to be thoroughly excited.
You know, I could throw us
Which version?
wretch at this though. Yeah, exactly.
You're going to say fucking Game Boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, no.
Well, I mean, I played the Super Nintendo version as a kid and have nothing but great things to say about it. I love that version.
Oh, dear God, I just looked. There's also a fucking Game Gear version.
Okay, there we go. That's it.
Oh, no! No, there's not. I'm kidding. I'm joking around. You know me. Jokey. I'm just kidding.
Are you being serious? Did you joking?
No, I'm not. There's a Game Gear version. God fucking damn it. You're lucky it's Halloween and I'm so tickled pink and in a good mood. God damn it, Tannen. One more time, where do you want everyone to check you? And please, by all means, promote the Playmakers and all that stuff.
Yeah. Again, the show's called Orphans. It's going to be at the Potomac Playmakers starting November 12th, running that weekend and then the following weekend as well. Evening shows for Friday and Saturday, matinee for Sunday. So yeah, you can check that out, PotomacPlaymakers.org, or on the Facebook page for Potomac Playmakers. It is a really good play. I'm excited about it. I'm also nervous as shit. So
you're gonna do good. You're gonna do fine. You're gonna do fine, Alice. Hell yeah, guys, get over there, check them out, support them. If you're in the area and you're local listening to this, try to get over there, support them. Check them out if you can. They thrive off your support. Trust me. Local theater needs the people in the seats. It needs that.
Yeah, we do. And I mean, this is volunteer for me. I don't get paid for this shit.
Just like this fucking show.
Yeah, exactly.
What a man. What a charitable human being. As always, right here, Reset Button Podcast. I've been trying to bust my ass and get up all our old seasons on the playlist. Right down there, hit the playlist button if you want to go all the way back to 2016 when this crazy ride started. Check out Slam Pigs Podcast coming on YouTube with my brother Mike if you're into pro wrestling and all his opinionated bullshit over there. And if you love horror movies, you heard a little tidbit right here, you're in for a treat and a trick because my buddy TJ and I, Horrors of Hibiki, has returned on its own YouTube channel. I finally have shit to plug again, and I finally can say it was a pleasure and my own personal treat to have our Halloween episode 2023 in the books. Can't wait to do this one next year. And until next episode, Tannen, see you later.